Coming up on Current OC.
Tonight, we take a look at our digital footprint.
Plus, we'll show you the real meaning behind Thanksgiving.
These stories and more, it all starts now on the Current OC.
You feel like it's time, but you can't let it go. When you got no beginning, but you just don't know. Here we are, wide awake. This time you know, this time you'll go all the way, all the way.
From the OC TV studios along 6th and Atlantic, Raider Nation's leading news magazine starts now in high definition. This is Current OC.
Hello, and welcome to the Current OC. I am Stella Schwartz.
And I'm Nathan Gowdy. Thank you for joining us on this November 21st edition of the Current OC. Before we start today, we want to congratulate the Drama Guild for putting on a fantastic show this past weekend. Stage Door was an exhibit on what happens when scores of students work together and create something truly amazing. And we also want to wish everyone a happy and safe Thanksgiving. I know we are all thankful to be a part of the Ocean City School District and community. Halloween is come and gone, but that doesn't stop us from celebrating the fall season. Events such as the Pumpkin Festival at Amanda's Field prove that fall has more to offer than just Halloween.
500 cars! That's exactly how many vehicles are here today. Hi, my name is Jacob Schneider, and I'm about to take you on a wild ride. Today I'm here at the Pumpkin Run Car Show, along with thousands of other car enthusiasts. This is the event's 22nd year, and it's bigger than ever. In fact, this event is so large that it had to be moved from its previous location, Fleming's Auto Yard, to this new one in Upper Township. When you walk into this event, you are immediately stunned by its magnitude. Hundreds of cars, thousands of people, and a whole lot of fun. Along with the cars, there's also some good old tractors. Heck, this one doesn't even have a person on it. But let's not forget about the beastly pumpkin chucker. This thing is built with a 1,000-gallon air-compressed tank, which launches pumpkins up to 200 miles per hour.
Oh my God!
Now that's fast. The Pumpkin Run Car Show is one of the coolest events I've ever been to. You definitely have to try and check it out next year. But until then, this has been Jacob Schneider reporting for the Current OC.
In today's society, technology surrounds us everywhere we go, which can be beneficial, but also a hidden danger. Remember, it's important to think before you post. Lucas Rooney reminds us of the impact of social media within all of our lives.
The internet is forever. Everything that you've ever posted online on any social media platform has the ability to be saved and stored for a lifetime. Today, we delve into the digital fingerprints of Ocean City students and hear their opinions on the longevity of what we post. What social media do you have?
I use Facebook a little bit. I have Snapchat and Instagram.
Instagram, Snapchat, that's about it.
Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter.
I got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
I have a Snapchat.
Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube.
Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. Yeah.
Are you aware that everything you've posted can be saved?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Yes.
You are aware?
Sadly.
Yes.
Oh, I'm very aware.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
What do you post on social media?
Events that I went to, or achievements that I made throughout my year, and like things I'm excited for, I guess.
A little bit of everything,
Just photos and occasional video on like Snapchat, but nothing too much.
Pictures of me with my friends. Mostly bad puns.
Bad puns?
Yeah.
Well, just pictures that me and my friends take. I usually look at it from more of a artist point of view, but I do find myself posting unnecessary stuff on there that I really shouldn't.
Would your grandparents be okay with what you post?
Probably, yeah.
More disappointed.
Oh, of course.
On some accounts.
My grandma's on some of my social media. Only my Instagram.
How would colleges react to what's on your social media?
Yeah, I think they'd be fine with it. I don't put too much like bad stuff on there.
I mean, it's nothing that I'm ashamed about.
I don't think they'd really care. There's nothing on there that they would really care about.
I think I could be a little more aware in a college perspective, but I don't go too over the top. But I mean, I probably have once in a while.
Oh, they love it. Oh, yeah.
No matter how important you feel your digital fingerprint affects your life, one thing is clear. It'll exist as long as the internet does. Always be sure to think before you post and be considerate of what others feel online. This has been Lucas Rooney reporting for the Current OC.
We all know that Thanksgiving is about being thankful. Sure, whatever. We all know what it's about, and the Current OC isn't afraid to have some fun and point it out. The real meaning of Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is a great holiday to spend time with family, eat a great meal, and be thankful for everything in your life. Thanksgiving is all about football. More than anything, Thanksgiving is about football. Settle down, you know it's true. Throughout America, football is a big deal in many households. Since 1920, the NFL has played Thanksgiving games, and aside from the Super Bowl, football seems to be the most watched thing around Thanksgiving, and that can lead to some Thanksgiving hijinks. Playing the family football game is a great way to spend time with your family and prove that you are more athletic than them. After scoring 10 touchdowns, you'd think you should be playing in the NFL. It's all fun and games until you break Cousin Joe's arm. Watching the early game on TV can be an exciting event to enjoy with family as long as your favorite team wins. If not, your mom may be calling an audible for you not to get dinner that night. Isn't sleeping in only so you can watch more football later in the day? Who cares about a parade? Touchdowns are more exciting than a slow parade float. Eating dinner together is a great way to reward your mom for standing over your oven all day cooking, until you rush through your dinner to go sit on the couch and keep watching the game. So, what is the meaning of Thanksgiving? Clearly, the real meaning of Thanksgiving is football. Sure, we give thanks, but football clearly dominates the day. As long as Carson Wentz is throwing touchdowns, then everyone will be thankful. This has been Brandon Pockers reporting for the Current OC.
This holiday weekend, families across the nation will make lots of food. As a matter of fact, so much food that rarely all of it will be consumed. In other words, Americans waste a tremendous amount of food. The Current OC asks us to think about what we waste.
Have you ever wondered how much food the average family wastes every week? Do you find yourself throwing away leftovers that were lost in the back of the refrigerator for a week? According to a survey by the American Chemistry Council, the average household throws out $640 of food each year. About 3/4 of Americans have admitted to throwing out leftovers left in the fridge. The Bureau of Labor Statistics tells us that the average American household spent about $4,000 on food in 2015. This means we're throwing away about 16% of the food we buy. The Current OC went around OCHS and asked our very own teachers and students what they do with their leftovers. For your average meal, do you cook enough food just for one meal, or abundance do you have leftovers?
Probably enough food for leftovers, so you can make sure everyone has enough.
I usually cook just enough for one meal. Sometimes people don't like what I make, like my kids and my wife, so then I have leftovers.
I usually cook enough just for one meal, so then I have enough food for me.
If you have leftovers, what do you do with them?
I don't do much of the cooking in my house, but when my wife does cook, we tend to use the leftovers for our lunches the following day.
Probably wrap them up and put them in the refrigerator.
Usually I put them in the refrigerator and they sit there until I eat them again.
I usually keep them in a stored container so I can go back and eat them later.
How often do you find yourself throwing away leftovers or food that has expired?
More often than we end up eating them.
Doesn't happen often, but sometimes it does with the milk products, yogurts, milks. But you can always give it the smell test or the quick swig, spit it out of its whack, and throw it away.
I try to make it a point to not let food expire. I feel like it's my job to go through the refrigerator every once in a while and eat the oldest thing first to make sure that it doesn't go to waste. Also builds up my immune system that way.
What are some ways that you could prevent wasting food?
Only get food that you need, or don't make too much food.
If you know anybody in need, perhaps send a plate to their house or go visit them. You might see somebody on the streets look like they made a meal. You might want to put it in a styrofoam container or something and, pay it forward and pass it on to someone who needs to eat.
By just eating everything in your sight.
This has been Dennis Adams reporting for the Current OC.
Stella, I can assure you I will not waste any of my food. I intend to eat it all.
Maybe, but food is more than what we concentrate on this weekend. Many of us will be traveling to see friends and family. What impacts the travel the most? Weather does. So Kayla, what does the weather for this holiday weekend, and how will it impact our travel?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. If you take a look at our current radar, you will see that we are mostly clear in Ocean City today. That means that travel for this weekend will be pretty good for this holiday, so nothing to worry about there. Moving on to our area temperatures. It is scattered throughout the 40s and 50s, all in the area around South Jersey. 43 in Wildwood, 53 in Millville, 52 in Philadelphia, 49 in Lakehurst, 48 in Trenton. These are pretty chilly, but it's nice to see those temperatures throughout this November. Moving on to our local conditions, 54 here in Ocean City with a humidity of 51. That's not bad as compared to what we've been seeing in terms of humidity, and a wind speed of 17.3. Moving on to our weekly forecast. Today is 60 and sunny, so pretty good. On Wednesday, 55 with a chance of rain. Be sure to grab your umbrellas. And on Thanksgiving, we are 45 with sun all over. That is pretty good. You might want to come out and support our Red Raiders at their Thanksgiving football game. Moving on to the rest of the week, we are seeing temperatures scattered throughout the 30s through the 50s, and also mostly clouds, so you might want to check out the weather and make sure that it doesn't end up raining.
Well, that will do it for us on this edition of the Current OC. Please have a happy and safe holiday weekend, and good luck to the Raiders at tomorrow's Thanksgiving football game.
Remember to log on and catch all of our shows and additional content by visiting oc-tv.org.
We're also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at OCNJTV, so be sure to like our page and follow us there too.
And as always, thanks for watching.